Oh, baby.
Go, gadget methadone dispenser.
I put gin on top of my gin.
And I already shades of discomfort in all of that is.
The collection of short stories by Judy Blume.
By Judy Blume. You ever smell the inside of a hat?
I liked it. It smelled like you.
Craigslist for hookers.
Craigslist?
No, but worse than that.
Zig and Larry ignore a topic. The best parts of hanging out with these guys, without the hangover.
This meeting is being recorded. That's never happened before.
How you doing there, buddy boy?
What the fuck was that? And I guarantee you I'm going to have to change the batteries in this fucking recorder over here. Even though it told me it had full battery, now it's saying, well, I might make it, I might not. So, you know, we might.
That lovely.
Yeah, it's great. Fortunately, I got the batteries with me. I brought them down here. I am, you know what? Let's start with, I had to have a tooth pulled.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And how goes the, did you get dry socket?
No.
Okay.
I got, it was a little over a week ago. Got the old chomper in the back pulled because some hack dentist put in a shit filling and it didn't seal right. And so for years it's been rotting out.
It's been what they put a cap over it, attempting to, when they say save the tooth, they mean don't let the root fall to shit.
No, it wasn't even that. It was just the tooth. And the filling came out and I went in and they were like, oh yeah, this is bad. They worked on me for 2.5 hours to get that fucker
to yank
out.
A tooth out?
Because apparently, according to the dentist, I have the best bone density she's ever seen.
Great.
Yeah. So it took 2.5 hours.
and other non-marketable skills coming your way.
Yay!
Post-COVID.
Additionally, they got done with that. All the numbing agents at the last half hour started wearing off, so I could feel everything. And she was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" I said, "Because I wanted it the fuck done."
Yeah, I've been there with this guy when my crown went to shit. Same basic thing. I'm like, oh yeah, it hurt like a bitch after a while, but it's just because I'm over it. I'm over this. Just keep going.
Just fucking. I actually offered at one point. She's like, "I can't get a hold of this thing. The rest of this root is still in there. I can't get a hold of it." And I was like, "You want me to give it a shot?" I said, "Bring me a mirror." And she was like, "No." But I went for my follow-up yesterday. Which for the listeners would be, I don't know, sometime in the past. But she looked in my mouth and went, "Wow." And I was like, "Wow." Well, what I said was, "Wow good" or "Wow bad," because she had a fucking hand in my mouth. And she's like, "You heal quicker than any human being I've ever seen."
Okay, Wolverine. Great. Good for you. Bone density, you're spectacular. Whatever.
Right.
I'll be over here slowly falling apart. You can tell all of our listeners how amazing you are, while every fart for me is a goddamn tragedy.
Well, yeah, it's super rad. But she was like, yeah, she goes, everything's healed. She goes, the healing that you've done on the gums in 1 week is usually 3 weeks for most people. She's like, "You're fine." And then they took an x-ray and she's like, "So we did the bone graft down in there and you are at 1 week. It would take someone about 2 months to get to the healing that you've hit, because apparently my body just went, oh, look, more bone. We'll just make that part of us." And I looked at her, I was like, "So I've been sober and without a cigarette for a week, and I could have," she goes, "probably 3 days." And I was like, "You're fucking kidding me." And ask me how much I loved being sober for a week.
I can guess. My question is why.
Why was I? Because I wanted to make sure I healed. Because we've got vacation coming up. Didn't want to be laid up over vacation.
Okay, fair enough. Because
But
every time, even when I was smoking, like when I had like things yanked in there, oh, we were finding. I'm such a fucking degenerate. We were finding ways around that. I was packing gauze into the wound so that I could smoke without getting dry socket. I'm doing shots with a goddamn curlicue straw that I stole from my niece. I don't give a damn. Get that straw hose in the back of the throat and suck in from the uvula. You can get in there if you need.
This is the second one of these whiskeys I've had today because it's
That's
time
straight
to be...
whiskey there, pal.
Yeah, it sure fucking is.
I was about to ask you how many fingers that is, but that's all of them.
Yeah,
you got all the fingers in there.
Yeah, I got up to the third knuckle is what I got up to.
Well, how you feel today, bud?
I feel spectacular. I will say the nice benefit of all that was, I was trying to not eat a whole lot of solid food. So the 20 pounds that the doctor told me to lose, I am just a sea hair away from that.
There you go.
Give me 2 more pounds and I've hit that 20 pounds. I am.
How much did that tooth fucking weigh?
Apparently, well, I mean, it would have weighed about 10 pounds, but apparently there was only half of it left, so 5.
Very good. Very good. Before we, here, as long as we're doing that, I'm going to do a flashback to a couple episodes ago. Larry, I have invented the Gushin Granny. Or the Gushin Granny.
The Gushin Granny.
This is what I could only imagine that fucking listeners, if this is your first episode, interesting one to stumble upon. Don't start at the beginning, go right for the middle. If you're the kind of person that bends a pizza in half and eats it like a calzone, God bless you, you're doing the Lord's work. A couple episodes ago, I'm just going to make you listen to it, but this is either called the Gushy Granny or the Hitler did nothing wrong. Not my joke, but I went to, because I just got back from vacation, and when you go on vacation, you want to make sure, what I do is I try to make, you water all the plants, and I try to eat all the produce, like all the food and everything. I just don't want stuff to go to waste if I can get around it. Yeah. So you eat all the leftovers, you make sure you get all the produce, the bread, and I drank all the beer so that wouldn't go bad. So I had to go to the liquor store today. I did not go to work today. This is my last day of vacation. Pro tip, if you can, always take one extra day after vacation to sit on your ass in your house, spark up the barbecue, and have a beer. You'll be glad you did.
Yeah.
A hangover and jet lag is different than just a regular hangover. You'll be fine. But when I went in there, they had on sale, because nobody else would buy it, Vox Green Apple Vodka. Now, Vox Green Apple Vodka was retailing for $28. They were giving it away for 10. Their flavors are still 40 proof, like everything else. 80 proof, rather, 40%. And I was picking up some pineapple because I was going to make some pineapple rattlers anyway. So I made myself a pineapple rattler, threw a hefty pour of Vox fucking Green Apple, and this tastes exactly like a boozy Mountain fucking Dew. This tastes like Mountain Dew with a little bit of apple in it. It is not good. It is not good by any means, but I think that this is in the spirit of Hitler did nothing wrong right here. I don't even think I should qualify that. If you didn't listen to 2 episodes ago, this is going to sound horrible. Yeah. So now you kind of have to.
Zingler Ignore a Topic does not condone the name of that Mountain Dew drink.
No, but Mountain Dew almost did on accident.
Whoopsie doodles. So that was okay. So we're all done with my bullshit. I'm going to get in a better mood because I'm going to be drinking this whiskey.
Well, you want to get into a better mood? Can we go here?
Talk about our sponsor and all the swag. Yeah, because guess what because for the listeners, this episode will come out while I'm on vacation. So guess what I'm going to be doing when I'm on vacation? I'm going to be utilizing some of the merch that our sponsor splitsociety.com has sent us. Yeah,
.org.
God damn it. See what happens a week sober and I can't think.
Yeah, I know. Get some more of that medicine up again.
That's why there's 2 of us. Yeah, spliffsociety.org sent us a ton of swag, and I cannot wait to take. The grinders are beautiful. I meant to bring it all down and show it on camera, but I'll do it next episode, next time we record. um, like the wooden grinder, and then the one
Yeah.
that looks like a little like an actual like spice grinder. My God, they're beautiful. And then the t-shirt. Did you get a t-shirt?
Yeah.
The red t-shirt with the logo, which is on your hat.
Yeah, this is I took this on my vacation. I've already sweated the hell out of this thing.
Yeah.
I'm breaking this trucker hat in.
I guarantee you my bucket hat's gonna look 4 times worse than that. Because it's white and this has no hair on it and it's just gonna sweat right through it. But I guarantee you I'm gonna be taking me some spliffsociety.org artisan spliffs with me, and we're gonna pack those babies, and I'm gonna about midnight sit next to the ocean, get astronomically high,
I wanted
and watch the ocean through.
Where are you going?
We are going to Folly Beach, South Carolina.
Is weed legal there? Not
Good
that it
question.
matters. I'm just curious because I went to Florida and it ain't, but it doesn't seem to bother anybody about the legalities.
You know what? The best part about taking spliffsociety.org brand spliffs with me on vacation? No bullshit, Zig.
No bullshit. I'm gonna trump you because I was told that I could do this, but because I know that you're doing the copy, but I forgot to tell you I was going to do this. I'm sorry, so I'm going to take that away from you.
Do it.
But inside, so they've got several different sizes of them, and I'm just going to show this to the camera. This is one of them. This is the small little jobby, and they've got the palm leaf rolled up here, so that at the end here, so you're not. It's not like an old Lucky Strike where you're sucking in the tobacco, but rolled up in there. This is a small one, and if you want to do like a little sampler, they come in a couple of test tubes. But rolling papers have been a top choice among aficionados for decades. Now there's a better choice: spliff palm leaves. Save time and effort by simply packing them and enjoying the smooth pull. Oh, and hey, use me, this little note that's in there, message in a bottle, as a funnel to assist in packing your spliff. Kick back, relax, enjoy with your peeps. Bringing people together one spliff at a time. So this is the actual.
That's a better read than I could have ever done because I was poorly prepared.
No, man, I just wanted to finally show the product because I did get a couple, and I do have a couple of friends who here in Illinois who have as you want to call it, flower. So the couple that I had, I gave around to some friends and utilized one not terribly long ago, and I was like, oh shit, I should probably save some of this for the fucking show so I can show it on the YouTube channel. But so that's the general idea. Check them out if you just want to buy a couple. There's several different sizes for passing around, or if you're like me and you are antisocial most of the time, just for sitting on your own back porch and pissing off your upstairs neighbors. That's fun too.
Yeah.
If they come down and bitch, show them the product. It's
spliffsociety.org.
Yeah,
I haven't had a chance to try it yet because I got my swag box after the tooth got pulled, so I had all the product, and it was like Christmas morning opening that brand new Nintendo,
right?
And having your mom and dad say, "But your English grades suck, so you can't play it yet." But once you bring that up, we'll let you play Metroid. So I've been staring at it, and this weekend, here's the thing. I have to work tomorrow, and I'm taking a half day off on Friday. I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday, taking a half day off on Thursday, and we're leaving. So this weekend, I technically call that the beginning of my vacation. As well you should. With a mild interruption Tuesday and Wednesday. So this weekend I am going to get as the kids say, tore up from the flow up. I don't believe anybody says that. No one says that except no one says it the way you're doing it. Except for your buddy Crunk Kringle. Crunk Kringle, aka Baby Meat Pie, aka Dank Squatch, aka the Necklace Bandito. I don't know. I came up with that one because I can't see your goddamn neck. That's the thing. The beard hides the neck. I realized I meant to wear my Spliff Society shirt since we're doing the video, but instead I'm wearing a free Miller Lite t-shirt that my wife won in a Stein hoisting contest.
Sweet.
When she was on.
So that wasn't free, my friend. That was earned.
It was goddamn earned. That woman, she got beat by one dude, and by like a tenth of a second. It's not like a little. I'm talking the fucking Steins, the real Steins. They weigh like 5 pounds when they're full. You know, those beefy bitches. And she went to Oktoberfest somewhere with her mom and her sister, and there's video of her just doing the Stein out in front of her and drinking out of another one. That is why I married that woman, and I have never been so proud of a human being.
Has it been difficult keeping her drugged for this long?
Look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm fortunate in that she's extremely nearsighted, has a drinking problem, and daddy issues.
Oh, very good. All right. Well, as long as you guys know what's going on, that's
Well,
fine. Yeah.
I barely do most of the time. I did for a week, and it was fucking miserable.
I'm not gonna go too far into the vacation because I don't think you really need. There's not really a story. You know what I mean? We went down to the Gulf, Mexico and Florida. I didn't really do much, but I went to a place where literally like it was 83 degrees to 85 every goddamn day. It was 75 at night and with a breeze every night. One day a cloud went over and I was like, well, that ruined my goddamn day. But it's the kind of thing where I know that I've got fat in the last year and a half, but I don't care. Yeah. You go down there, people are either my shape or they're ridiculously buff. But you can wear swim trunks and a tank top anywhere you want. I never wear sleeveless t-shirts, and I felt more comfortable with that stupid sleeveless t-shirt sunburn tan with my white titties and my red shoulders. I'm like, I'm home. I've arrived. This is exactly what I should be doing with my life, looking and smelling like I need a shower. Yeah. That is exactly who I want to be. This hat right now, I've worn it for 2 days. There's just that sweat. It's black. There's a sweatness right over here over the bill. I'm leaving it. I just think it's supposed to be there.
See, and I've used to do this bit, and I hold true to it, where I depending on what angle you see me and the lighting, I'm either ripped or I'm a little pudgy. I am Schrodinger's fat is what I am.
Oh, you should be proud of that.
I love that joke. And you know what I love is it's the smaller town, what you would think are the less educated crowds that always laughed at that joke louder than it was the educated crowds.
Do you ever get Schrodinger's fat? There's giggles for people who don't want to sound dumb, and then there's whispers in the back going, I don't know, I think it means he has a dead cat in his belly. I'm not sure. I never really understood.
That motherfucker ate a feline. Look at him. That guy eats cats. But yeah, I cannot wait to get down. Like I told you earlier, Zig, I'm going to lose my fucking mind when I get there. I'm going to get wildly drunk every day, and I'm going to get yelled at by my mother-in-law when I crash one of the golf carts that she's rented into the ocean. And I don't care, because I am going to try to run over a shark is what I'm going to do.
Is insurance an option?
God, I hope so.
Well done.
Because fuck it. I've been looking stuff up though. I'm like, shark activity. I'm like, oh, there's great whites. Cool. I guess I get to punch a great white shark while I'm on vacation. There's also gators. And during COVID, the gator population was like, oh, the beaches are closed. Well, I guess that's where we get to hang out now. And
yeah. It doesn't take long for Mother Nature to reclaim.
So I guess I get to probably both fight a shark and a gator on vacation.
There you go.
I can't wait to tell the tale.
I didn't fight anything. I saw a pelican eat some stuff. That was kind of cool. I never saw a live pelican dive bomb and do the that was pretty cool. There's just one lizard. I did. Oh. Okay, so this is the only thing I will say about the vacation. Okay.
Okay.
This is going to be part 2 in what I hope is only a 2-part series of the adventures of Zig buying underwear in his early 40s. Now, in a couple of weeks, a couple of weeks, might as well say, Larry and I will be 43, which I consider our mid 40s. I consider 43 the beginning of the mid 40s.
It's the early mid 40s.
Fine, if you need to, whatever you need to qualify it. It's the excellently late 30s. So, my second part of Zig's amazing underwear adventure. If you remember from our last episode, I got drunk and bought new underpants because the old ones had been used. They were done. I was informed they were done, and I had to concur. Actually, a couple of them, like, yeah, those are over. Like the meal has been over.
Oh boy!
So the first thing I did was bought 3 of these.
Yeah,
beautiful mesh.
Brilliant.
There's the mesh thingies that are stretchy. They're very stretchy.
Brilliant sounds like Billy Crystal doing a slightly offensive character from the early 1980s.
You have to buff out your cheeks. Brilliant,
darling.
I'm trying to say, give me more bullion while vomiting in my own mouth. Mr. Wells, please. Mr. Orson Welles and Dom DeLuise. Now, however, we have made a much better decision because you encouraged me here, Larry. Remember how you had said, because men's underpants comes hermetically sealed in packs of 6. It costs like $7.
Yeah,
I bought $10 a pair underpants.
Okay. All right.
Now, here's the thing. Down in the tropics, subtropics, whatever you want to call it, these fuckers saved me when I was sober enough to remember how to utilize them. Now, you're not going to be able to see it but they're all black. These just look like black, whatever. They look like black boxer briefs. Yeah. However, they have reinvented one. They are delightfully breathable, and they're not made out of whatever rubber material this guy is.
Yeah.
There are separate pouches for your nuts and wiener.
Shut up.
There is the problem is that once you pull them up like to your hips, you really have to adjust your boys and get them in there. And if you don't, then it defeats the purpose, and there's kind of a deal. But there is a hole for your wee from the front. I've been calling it the crankshaft because I'm that simple. But the general idea is these people have made underpants where when you pull them up, you put your crank through the hole, and then your nuts are resting gently in this pouch that is underneath there. So your dick has its own pouch. Your boys are now separated, so you don't have skin-on-skin sweatiness, which is spectacular. I suggest you buy some of this shit when you go down there.
What's the brand? Sepratech.
Yeah.
Where did you get these on Amazon?
Amazon. But what I think is interesting, and here's the only problem that I had. So when you put your dick through this hole, and these people did not sponsor us, but I'll put them on my Amazon store as soon as I know what that means. You put your dick through this hole, the dick fly is actually pointing down, so you can pull up the hood, making your dick look like a gigantic clitoris, which I think is interesting. So you pull the hood back, and you can piss out that, and you kind of should, because if you're a pull down guy like me and you're half drunk on the beach, you take you pull down, take a leak, then you put your dick inside, and you realize, oh, I didn't put it back through the hole. So instead of adjusting, now you're trying to fish your own nuts into their own separate pouch. However, when everything's working, it's like the Beatles. They just mesh. It's like jazz. So these, I'm going to tell you right now, worth every goddamn penny of $10 a pair. Abso-goddamn-lutely. And I hope to never have to talk about my underwear again. But I kept my dick away from my balls because the two boys like to fight when it's hot, especially if you're fat. And everybody got along great.
See, and thank you, Sepratech, for this why have we never thought of that before? I see, and I know we talked about it. We talked about it. Why pack when you know that you're just gonna wear the same tank top and swim trunks?
Well, I did have to go out to dinner a couple of times. I wanted to go out to a couple of nice places. I did. I wanted to go out to nice seafood dinner with the wife. What's wrong with that?
I was told I had to bring one nice outfit.
Mhm.
And that's she's like, just bring one nice outfit. But like last night, so Glenn is super pumped, right? That about vacation. This kid, this may be the last one, because I'm 42. We're gonna be 40. We just mentioned we're gonna be 43. He's 20. This may be the
Yeah.
last family vacation he gets to take. So he's super pumped. And he is, in his words, up for anything. And that's his daddy's son right there. And he is, but yeah, we were watching, because there's online, the house we're going to be staying in, there's a little video, like they flew a drone through the house, and
Oh, cool.
they go back to the outdoor shower, and they're like, and both he and Gideon are like, that's where dad's gonna be. Yeah, that's my bathroom. I don't shower inside, I shower in the outdoor shower.
That's just for safety. That's for everybody.
For everyone's convenience. But yeah, I why do I even think, okay, I need to take this and this and this, when all I'm gonna be wearing is swim trunks and a tank top? Because I think I mentioned before, we've rented street legal golf carts.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Glenn last night, I was like, buddy, you're of age. I mean, you can't drink in a bar, but what you can do is take me and your Uncle John to every bar in Folly Beach, and we're gonna run in, we're gonna throw cash down, order a shot and a beer, do the shot, chug the beer, and run back out, leave a tip, run back out, jump in the golf cart and scream, go, 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 and drive to the next bar, shot and a beer. And every time we get out of the golf cart, we're going to look at you and go, leave it running, and just run out and into the bar.
How long is that fun for him, though? I mean, like 2 or 3 places it's fun, but after that, I don't know, man.
I'll tell you right now, when it stops being fun, he's my kid. He's going to go, and that's enough, you fucking drunk assholes. We're going back. And then what he's going to do is drive us right onto the beach, and then take our drunk asses, because he's a big, strong lad, and just toss us both into the ocean and say, good fucking luck, and then drive it back where it needs to be. And I respect that.
As well you should.
Yeah, that boy.
That boy. Get him a pair of these cock underpants and a couple of spliffs and whatever else I want to pimp right now, and it'll make the whole experience.
Visit spliffsociety.org. Yes, spliffsociety.org, our sponsor. That was probably the best read we could have ever given them.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm bringing underpants and spliffs to the show now.
Underpants and spliffs. That's our that's the name of our crime fighting duo.
The worst English themed pub everywhere. Underpants and spliffs? No.
Bangers and mash, I guess. Is that the only 2 choices?
Is that all you got?
We got underpants and spliffs or bangers and mash. I guess, take the underpants and spliffs.
Either way, you're going to know the proprietor by the fact that his eyes are cashed constantly.
Just it's on the honor system. He's passed out in a booth. You just need to pour your own beer and leave the appropriate amount of exact change and put a tip in the jar, or he'll shoot you.
Oh, the other non-sponsor was Vox Green Apple. Vox Green Apple, buy it if it's only $10 and use sparingly even then.
Vox Green Apple. Fuck it. That's Vox Green Apple. No one else will buy it.
That's why it was $10. There's a whole shelf in my liquor store, in my little on my street, that literally has a row of. Well, some of the stuff is like a rosé that they couldn't sell. Like they have wine and they have just like random liquors that for whatever reason they've been sitting on forever. They're just trying to move to make room. But some of the stuff is literally just like the weirdest shit. It's like, oh god, what this is a pina colada flavored tequila bourbon with a scorpion in it. Do you want it? No. No, I don't. But some of the wines that are like discontinued that they're not going to sell anymore, stuff like that's over there. But that's where they had the Vox for $10, and they sure as shit in big letters like regular price $29, handwritten on the bottle $9.99 in red Sharpie. It's like, will you take it? I'm like, for $10, yes, for one joke that nobody's going to laugh at. It's a callback from 2 weeks ago. Sure,
Absolutely.
that's the kind of degenerate I am.
That's the kind of commitment you bring to the show.
Mhm.
Nicole went to Benny's. Yes, Benny's, your favorite liquor store that has everything. I'm just trying to get other sponsors beside. Not that I don't love spliffsociety.org. Yes, spliffsociety.org. Hand rolled, handcrafted, palm leaf, banana hammock spliffs. Visit them at spliffsociety.org and tell them Crunk Kringle sent you. But she went to Benny's and came home with a bottle of gin bigger than my head.
Ooh.
And she was like, it was on sale. And I was like, that's a lot. And she goes, we'll fucking drink it. And I was like, well, you're not. She goes, the weekend's coming up. You're starting technically starting vacation at 1 o'clock on Friday. And I don't expect this to last till Tuesday. I was like, well, I got work to do and my baby loves me. That's what I love. She knows. Hey, I got a topic today.
Oh shit.
I got
Welcome
a
to Zig and Larry. Ignore topic. The only show we're halfway in. We remembered that we're doing a show.
Yeah, well, this is just us catching up. We haven't talked for a couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
I miss you.
I miss you back.
Oh fuck. Real quick, since we're ignoring topics. So
damn it, we almost had it.
Hey, guess what? Remember when I said I would have to change the batteries in the recorder?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got to do that real quick.
Okay.
Well, hello. Remember me? I'm Mr. Delicious. Did you know the Rack's Value menu features a full array of adult-sized delectables for only 99 cents each? That's right. And Mr. Delicious can really appreciate a bargain like that. After all, he's still trying to recover from that bout with midlife crisis in '89. Fortunately, he was able to sell the Porsche back to the dealer. But much to his chagrin, Mr. Delicious discovered that custom-designed hair weaves are non-refundable. Same for the rotating disco glitter ball he installed in the basement. And that vacation he took to Bora Bora with those two young friends, well, that left Mr. Delicious feeling empty and unfulfilled. Unlike the robust sandwiches, baked potatoes, and refreshing drinks on the Rack's Value menu for only 99 cents each. Tickety-dee.
Value menu available at participating restaurants. Rack's, you can eat here.
Thanks, Zoom.
Guess what just happened?
There was a whole lot of fuckery, and that was me just throwing stuff around because I love rechargeable batteries. I really got to get a cord for this fucking Zoom recorder, man. Because yes, Zoom. Do you like making a lot of waste and throwing batteries away and filling up landfills with AA's? Zoom H4n Pro doesn't come with a DC converter. You can buy it separately. Put batteries in it and then shove them up your fucking ass. Yes, Zoom H4n Pro.
Shove batteries up your ass.
Shove batteries up your ass. Yeah, fucking bastards. All right, so man, old Crunk Crinkle is a
You are needing a vacation.
Grumpy little piss bear is my nickname now.
Grumpy little piss bear. Oh, it's adorable. I'm trying to decide if the redness in my face is sunburn or just me.
That's just gin blossoms. Just so
now I finally get the name of that band.
Yep.
Oh, damn it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, gin blossoms.
30 years too late.
Guilty pleasure. We should talk about guilty pleasures sometime, but not today. Not today. So Zig, you know how here's the topic for today. I want to point some things out. You know how our parents and previous generations would be like, hey, the only good music was made during the 50s and 60s and a little bit into the 70s, because all the music that you guys have in the 80s and 90s and now, it's all about sex and drugs and it's all gross. Maybe not your mom. Mama Zig is pretty cool.
Well, no, I know where you're going with this, but also, God, it's a very real though. It's a Doug Stanhope bit where it's like, the music for my generation was better. I don't understand what's going on now. No, it's not that the music is better. Youth is better. You're remembering your youth, being 19 and drunk and driving at 90 miles an hour with your head out the window because you're gonna live forever is better than being 42 and spraining your ankle because you walked a mile and that's all you did, which I did, by the by. That is better. So is today's topic going to be music from the 50s that was amazingly suggestive?
Oh, it's worse than that.
Ooh, goody. Music from the 20s. Well, that was
no,
obviously
I mean, we're
suggestive.
just going to go for music from some we get into the 80s a little bit, but just because it's holy shit that, but it's a lot of from the 50s and 60s, a little bit into the 70s, to remind people that the bullshit, this whole, well, things were better back, because we even have people in our generation, Zig, because we're Zennials with an X, we're Xennials. We're not actually Gen Z and we're not millennials. We are
technically Gen X.
Nope. Not according to all the fucking shit that I read so I can write stand-up bits.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Cite your sources, but all right.
I could look it up right now, but I'm lazy.
None of this matters. Yeah.
And this is, no one would expect that. But trust me, because I've written a lot of I've been working on a bit about this, not this in particular, but about generations, and I was like, we're young Gen Xers. Nope, we are technically Xennials.
Whatever.
Yeah, we can't even have our own thing. That's part of it. But anyway,
I don't care.
Because people in our generation and Gen X will be like, well, but things were better back in the day. No, and we're going to talk about music that written and sung by adult men who obviously want to fuck a teenage girl.
Okay. There is plenty of this.
Oh my God. And especially because, and don't get me wrong, I love my mother-in-law. Mary is
like my uncle every time he's saying happy birthday at my niece's
my mother-in-law is a fantastic woman.
Is she upstairs again?
She can hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, she can hear me wherever I am. No, she has ears like a bat. And
every show, your mother-in-law is upstairs and your wife is left.
Yes. And my mother-in-law is upstairs to keep me from chasing my wife. Mm-hmm. But no, my mother-in-law, we have a running joke that Mary doesn't like anything that was made after 1965. And she's in on the joke. She thinks it's hilarious because it's demonstrably untrue, but she has fond memories of those times. But as I started doing research, and it started with, look, I don't want to give Ted Nugent, and I know that's 1970s. So like I said, we're doing 50s, 60s, 70s, a little bit in the 80s. Okay. But just, I don't want to spend a lot of time on Ted Nugent.
He does.
Yeah, he does. Ted Nugent is one of the biggest pieces of shit that's ever crawled across the planet.
I don't have a huge amount of proof. I hope you're going to supply it, but I always suspected, but I never bothered to do enough research.
All right. First, let's just go into the fact that how the Nuge is a big he's a patriot now, and he's a big gun advocate, and he's pro-war, and he is.
I know a lot about bow hunting is a thing. I mean, I'm not opposed to bow hunting.
He gives gun owners and bow hunters a bad name. This
Okay.
guy is a real, but you understand, like he's super conservative and all that bullshit. And
Is he really though, or is it just because that's what he thinks his fan base?
I'm not getting into that. I'm saying that this.
Oh well, what's the point? Okay, yes. So, yeah,
this is the bullshit that he expels on his social media, right?
Okay.
This is the where Barack Obama can suck on my machine gun. He said that. This is what this fucker said. But one of the pieces of proof I have that he's a piece of shit is, and don't get me wrong, Vietnam was a horrible thing. Don't miss me with this bullshit. Vietnam was a horrible. We should never have been involved. We should never done it. Blah 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 blah. But he, because he's the point is he's a giant fucking hypocrite piece of shit. Because right now he's like, I love the troops and be patriotic and you should be a patriot and support the government no matter what, especially if it's conservative. This guy spent 2 weeks prior to the draft shitting and pissing his pants, never changing his clothes, eating nothing but junk food, losing a bunch of weight, and went in smelling of shit and piss to his draft review and acted crazy and looked all gaunt and sickly. And they were like, yeah, you can't serve in the military, and kicked him out. And he's been proud of that up until the past 20 years where he's realized, well, my career's dead, but if I trick stupid fucking asshole hillbillies into believing that I'm one of them, then they'll support me. Second point, real quick. Second point.
Okay, because Papa wants to jump in. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Second point. Ted Nugent legally adopted an underage girl so that he could,
if you're adopting,
so he could have sex with her.
Well, that's the wrong reason to do that.
Yeah, sure is.
Is that true? Is that really true?
Paid her mom a lot of money. So
is that documented? Like, is that like?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
you can look at all. You can all this. No, he was never indicted for this, but this is all documented. You can look it up. It's documented in several places.
Whoa.
Yeah. So we're starting with Ted Nugent's song "Jailbait."
Okay. Just, am I allowed to say anything yet? Because
yeah, sure.
Need to. Couple of things with
Hit
all
me, Daddy.
That.
Hit me, Daddy, which is what I'm assuming that his underage fucking adoptee said.
With need, I'm turning purple with need. One, I can see both sides of the coin. If of this coin, not that coin. If you are drafted and you go because you have no choice, and your country needs you, and you're like okay with that, or like fuck, I have no choice, I have to go. I get that. Or if you are smart enough, I kind of am okay with draft dodging in a way that makes you smell like shit. I'm kind of okay with that.
Look, and I like I said, I'm not. Look, if you didn't want to go to that war, you disagree with the war, and it was a horrible war, absolutely. Oh, yeah. But don't turn around.
There we go.
Don't be a fucking hypocrite and be like, "Whoa, patriotism, patriot. I'm a big old patriot."
Because that seems like a brilliant plan. That nobody's drafting me at this point. But if I was 18 and the draft was a thing, I'd be like, I'm going to shit and piss my pants. I'm going to walk in there. I'm going to act like a lunatic, and I'm going to get out of the draft. And if it worked, that would be me for the rest of my life. Yeah, I totally pussed out. I am a complete draft dodger. I did it in a very interesting way, and I didn't get shot because I'm a pussy.
Well, and I have no problem with anyone that's like, no, I didn't go. I went to Canada because I didn't agree with the war. I didn't do this. I didn't do this. It's the hypocrisy of his bullshit conservative views. I just porky pig that fucking shit all over the place. That's all, folks.
Okay, so there's my political grandstanding, and so nobody gives a shit. But tell me about this daughter. I've never heard of. How have I never heard of this with the media and the fact of how?
Because it was back in the 70s, and he adopted an underage girl so that
God.
I could spend a whole episode on this. But he adopted an underage girl because he wanted to fuck her.
What?
Doesn't matter. Underage is underage.
No, it doesn't matter. But why did he need to adopt her? Like, there's so many. Like, what?
Because he knew if he just had sex with an underage girl, something bad would happen to him. But
being her legal guardian makes it easier to, oh God, hide.
Yep.
Oh.
Exactly. So let's just visit a few of the lyrics from his song, Jailbait. Jailbait. We're not going to play it because I don't want to get demonetized on YouTube.
But we will show all of Woody Allen's movies.
Jailbait, you look so good to me. Jailbait, won't you set me free? Jailbait, you look so fine, fine, fine. I know I've got to have you in a matter of time. So tell your mama that I'm back in town. She likes us boys when it's time to get down. She's got this craving for the underage. It just might be your mama's brand new rage. Honey, you look so nice. She's young, she's tender. Won't you please surrender? She's so fine, she's mine. All the time, all mine, mine. It's all right, baby. It's quite all right. I asked your mama. Wait a minute, officer. Don't put those handcuffs on me. Put them on her, and I'll share her with you.
What? That's the lyric?
Yep. Jailbait, a jailbait. And then this song was written about the same time as he adopted that girl.
Uh-huh.
With her mama's permission. Because he paid her a lot of money.
Wait, so he adopted.
We're perseverating on this dirty, dirty point.
There's just a whole lot of.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions, and everything can be looked up. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I want to get away from that. Because this was
the back of my throat. I feel like I'm tasting copper. I'm not sure what that's about, but it seems important.
And this was inspired by the fact that my daughter just went to prom, and she's about the age of the people of the girls that the Nuge and a few of these other artists I have on my notepad here are singing about.
Oh God.
So I want to get, because here's the thing. I would love to do an entire episode about how big of a piece of shit Ted Nugent is. And one day, maybe we will. Because I would absolutely, and I've been doing this for years, I will fight Ted Nugent. I will fight Ted Nugent bare knuckled or in a boxing ring or in any form he desires. I will fight Ted Nugent because he's a piece of shit.
Okay, that might be more of a dream than a challenge.
I actually I did something on Twitter one time, and somebody was like, "Well, I bet you wouldn't say that to his face," and I was like, "I absolutely would say it to Ted Nugent's face. Can you arrange it?"
Well, it's just weird to me because all I knew about him was like mild country rock and bow hunter. Like that was like if you said Ted Nugent, be like, and he was like part of a weird supergroup for a while in the 70s. I don't know. That's all I know about him. Well, I mean, let's be honest. How old is he? I'd probably fight Ted Nugent just for the story. I mean, I'm okay with punching a man in a wheelchair if the cameras are on.
He just brags all the time about how tough and cool he is. I'll fight you, Ted Nugent. Fucking give me Ted Nugent.
Rosalie.
Bring me Ted Nugent. Carla, get in here. Arrange a battle.
Arrange a battle. Hold on. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, buddy.
And this is just for my own mental state. Are we going to have is any of this going to be not just driving me angrily down a well?
Yes,
is any of this
yes,
funny?
yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, I just want to.
Yeah, because these are all. The rest of this is just. They're from people that didn't. I don't even know if they realized what they were doing. Okay.
Okay.
So this is just songs.
I just want to, just throw up the sandbags before the storm. Should I need? That's all.
Okay. The first one is. I know you mentioned the Beatles.
Yeah.
The first song is from the Beatles. Now I guarantee you, this is the Beatles, right? They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, in all iterations of the Beatles, they did.
It's a song from 1965 called "Run for Your Life." So they exactly knew what they were singing about.
I don't even know if I know that song.
An excerpt. I'd rather see you dead, little girl, than to be with another man. You better keep your head, little girl, or I won't know where I am. Or you won't know where I am. Excuse me. I'm sorry. But the Beatles were so good at subversion. They were like really good at coming in with the song, like Maxwell's Silver Hammer.
Came down upon his head.
Thunk, thunk.
That's heroin, right?
I think so. But yeah, so we start with that. But that's the thing. The Beatles knew what they were singing. But these are problematic songs that shaped.
You better run, little girl. No. I'm thinking of their song.
Yeah.
I'm totally way off. Never mind.
Yeah, and again, I won't play anything because I don't want to be demonetized
Or
demonized
first. We have to be monetized first, Larry.
We're getting there.
Nope.
Yes. Yes. One day.
Well, should it happen in the future, all of this is getting there. Sure.
Yes.
I mean, esoterically, I'll give that to you.
1962. See, this is what I'm saying. That our parents' generation, right? And they listened to music like this, and then they refused to admit that they got fucked up by music like this, and then they shoved their fucked upness onto us, and now we're just like stuck dealing with it. For instance, the Crystals from 1962. The song is called "He Hit Me and It Felt Like a Kiss."
Oh, fuck me with that.
An excerpt.
Okay. Is this like a ... excerpt? Like we're not getting the meat of it. Like you could just you're taking it out of context. It's like,
This song is essentially he was a dick. She went and found somebody else who treated her nice. She was unfaithful. And then he hit her. When he found out, even though he'd been running around and treating her like a dick.
Right. Never mind. Yeah, I have no point. Okay.
He hit me and it felt like a kiss. He hit me and I knew he loved me.
I want to say that are those lyrics, and I want to say that there was actually a doll by Mattel in 1968 that when you pulled the string, it said that to teach little girls.
It was 1958, and yeah, it was housewife Helen teaching little girls how to be. And I want you to know also, I just want the listeners to know, and you, that it was actually Nicole who did the research for this. For my topic today.
While her black eye was healing.
Never say that again.
Come on. That's obviously bullshit.
Yeah, because what I was going to say is, if that were the case, I would be dead. There would be no more Zig and Larry Ignore a Topic.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because that woman would kill me.
Yeah, but you'd have to do it first, which would never happen.
Yeah, which never happened. Because she scares me.
Yeah, that's why.
But you will, yeah, that's why. And also,
no, maybe we're just decent human fucking beings who don't hit people.
Yeah, that's like
So,
that's
a
like
cou-
the
a
where our
couple of times.
decency goes. That's where like we're like, well, we're kind of degenerates, but over here, this is where we're actually decent.
Once in a great while, people deserve to be it. Once in a great while,
Yeah,
you need a couple of thumbs to put somebody correct. But yeah,
but
few and far between.
very few. But yeah, you will not be surprised. You know, actually, no. I want you to guess. You know who produced that song?
What year?
1962. He hit me, and it felt like a kiss.
I was gonna say the first song Prince ever did. I don't
No,
know
that
why.
was He Spanked Me, and it felt like a kiss.
Yeah, no, he went a different way with it. 1962. Let's see. See. Oh, hold on. I actually do have a guess if I can come up with his name. Jones.
Phil Spector.
Oh, that tracks. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was trying to come up with Rashida Jones's dad.
Oh, Quincy? No,
Quincy Jones. There we
yeah.
go.
1973. We're going to skip up to 1973.
Yeah, Phil Spector. Guess what I could do with a stabby?
Whew.
Lots.
He had COVID hair before the rest of us.
Before my time.
So Ringo Starr, 1973.
Ringo?
Yeah, old Ringo. Now, we don't blame Ringo because, as we know, Ringo will do anything that he's told.
That's a very
to do.
good point.
Yeah, it's just he's Ringo and he's a sweetheart. But
And
the
you're
song
gonna
is
outlive half of them.
yeah, the song "You're 16, You're Beautiful,
You're beautiful,
and You're Mine."
and you're mine.
Homeboy didn't write it, but it was written by the grown-ass men known as the Sherman Brothers. And in 1973, cavorting the video, there was a music video for it. Ringo was 33 and he was cavorting with Carrie Fisher.
Oh, god damn it.
Who was
How was Carrie
very young.
in a gold bikini? Now, can it be said, and it was a wrong, but can it be said that this was a song for 16-year-old boys to like woo their 16-year-old girlfriends with?
It would have been if it wasn't Ringo in the video
With a
teenage girl.
wait. So was this pre-Star Wars? What year is this?
73.
I didn't realize Carrie Fisher did anything before Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Besides barbiturates.
I think the barbiturates came during Star Wars.
The whole time. And she'd be the first one to tell you.
Oh yeah, she and Harrison Ford. Actually, I don't know if Harrison Ford admits to it anymore, but she was like, "Yeah, I don't remember filming most of it because we were so fucking high."
She did a special on HBO, I want to call it, called Wishful Drinking, where she was vaping the entire time, just talking about like there's just shots of her from Star Wars. I was like, I do not remember this. I don't remember what drugs I was on. I can guess. Yeah, so 33-year-old. No, how old was Carrie Fisher?
Drop my phone.
We're gonna Google this. We're gonna Google this, and it makes no actual difference because we're talking about things that are inappropriate for young women. That's all the vamps.
She was 16.
Okay, so I failed. Yeah, I would have guessed that Carrie Fisher and Ringo were roughly the same age. So if Ringo's still alive, he's 110. Let's just say he's 110.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's just
he was 33 and she was 16,
making that a little bit too on the nose for basically anyone.
And that's the thing, they had boy bands back then. You had teenage boys singing songs, but you had they were like, you know what's a good idea? 33-year-old Ringo Starr singing "You're All Ribbons and Curls, Ooh What a Girl, Eyes That Sparkle and Shine, You're 16, You're Beautiful, and You're Mine. Now hand me my Metamucil so I can have my movement today." Young girl.
We're gonna celebrate my first back hair. with 16-year-old Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher. There's so much. Okay, 1938.
I would start 38.
1938.
Well, in 38, I'm just guessing that all 12-year-olds were on the table at that point.
1938. Called "I'm a Slip Ya Roofie"
What?
and go 2 knuckles deep. Damn it! I meant to say Mickey. I'm a Slip Ya Mickey and go 2 knuckles deep.
If you would have said Mickey, you would have had me until 2 knuckles deep.
God damn it! Oh,
Okay.
whiskey boy, you did it again. But
And
no,
we're
this
still
one's
making light of a situation that's not okay.
Sonny Boy Williamson from 1930. Sonny Boy Williamson,
Jesus
1938.
Lord.
Good Morning, Little Schoolgirl. It was re-recorded by multiple artists. Good Morning, Little Schoolgirl. I feel like I'm doing the Christopher Walken.
I feel a little weird about this episode, but I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Look, the whole episode is just pointing out how awful things were and how big of pieces of shit people were.
I guess
Things were not better. They were not better. They were not better.
Oh, so the whole. Let's go back to that. It was not better back in the day because this was a thing.
It's just Good morning, little schoolgirl. Can I come home with you? Tell your mama and your papa I'm a little schoolboy too. So, I mean, like, so when people bitch about woke culture and cancel culture, go fuck yourself. Take it, wind it up real tight, and shove it all the way up your ass. All the way deep into your ass. Because we had, starting in even before that, we have so many we're gonna run out of time because I have like 4 pages worth of fucking notes. We have so much. We have so much evidence of these assholes treating women like fucking objects from the time that they were in their teens, and these guys are in their 30s and 40s. Like fucking Neil Diamond singing "Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon." And so these people will be like, well, cancel culture, you can't do anything. No, you can't objectify a teenage girl anymore, man. No, I'm very sorry that you can't do that.
Okay, so we got to come all the way back around to that because I think that we lost that somewhere along the lines here. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, sorry.
No, because it's you and me, and it's fun to make fun of horrible. It's fun to make fun of horrible. It's a lot of fun. It's probably way too much fun, but yeah. The whole point is, it was. What were you saying about woke culture? I mean, like,
well, because there's so many, especially like older comics and such that would be like cancel culture / woke culture, but cancel culture, you can't say anything or do anything anymore. No, you can. You just have to be better. You have to be a better writer. You have to evolve with the fucking times. There's shit I say on stage. I say some pretty inflammatory shit, but I say it in a way that isn't just Chinese people can't drive. Am I right, guys? Women they like to shop, right? You know, that fucking leave that shit in the fucking 80s where it belongs. You know, there's no place for that shit now. we've evolved past that. I mean, for how up into the 80s, women were just fuck cushions. That's how culture saw them. And as soon, like,
I've just never heard that phrase before, but it's spot on.
yeah. And so we start getting into the 90s with Shirley Manson from Garbage and Liz Phair and these strong Alanis Morissette, these strong female artists. And then, well, to go back to the 80s, Elaine Boozler was a fucking powerhouse of a comic who was like, and why am I blanking on her name? Why am I fucking blanking on her name? Hosted the Tonight Show multiple
Joan
times.
Rivers.
Thank you. Joan Rivers, also a fucking powerhouse of a comic. And not just, well, here comes the comedian, because also take that word, crumple it up, and stick it in your pee hole. Fuck you. These are women that were coming out and swinging just as hard as the fucking men were, and killing it. And Elaine Boozler, in particular, Joan Rivers kicked doors. She kicked doors open, and then Boozler came and pulled the fucking door frames down and made a giant hole. I mean, these women were absolutely incredible. But into the late 80s, even, we had this music and these fucking pop culture references where women were just objects. I mean, you couldn't make an 80s movie, an 80s action movie, without tits.
Well, you could, but you couldn't sell it.
Exactly.
Or a ski movie. Ski movies were big.
Yeah, ski movies. A skateboard movie. Yeah, had to have tits somewhere.
Are there tits in Gleaming the Cube?
Jack Black's.
You know what? Some days that's good enough for me.
Well, and at the age that came out, it was good enough for me. But I mean, there's just so many examples, and you see, well, I do, because I'm on social media. I know you're not, but I get to see this bullshit of you can't say anything because of cancel culture. Sure, you can. You just have to be smarter and better about it, and you don't get to marginalize certain groups. But I say that, look at Anthony Jeselnik. Jeselnik says some of the most horrific shit on the planet, but he says it in such a way that you know that it is comedy, and it's clever, and it's well written. Just be a better fucking writer. That's all.
I get it. I also, he's not my speed, but I know why I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Jeselnik is not somebody I seek out, but I appreciate what he does and how he does it.
He does a really good setup, horrible punchline. Cute setup, horrible punchline.
Yeah,
it's very, very good, and it's made him a lot of money, so good for him. You know
yeah, and like Jeselnik, like I said, Jeselnik's just he's not my bag, like Tosh, Daniel Tosh, not my thing. Those guys are not my comedic taste, but Jeselnik does it way better than Tosh ever did. And he's just a better writer. So for like somebody to come out and just be offensive for the sake of being offensive, and then people are like, well, fuck this guy, and they're like, well, cancel culture, you can't say anything. No, it's not that. It's that you're just a bad writer. or you didn't evolve. You were a great writer 15 years ago, but then we all went, oh, this isn't maybe good, you know. And that's the thing, comedy isn't supposed to last for art sometimes doesn't last forever.
Oh, dear God,
sometimes
no.
sometimes you can laugh about something. I mean, shit, the things you and I laughed about in 2000, in the year 2000, in the year
Uh,
2000,
I,
versus
I
what
want to
we
say
would.
the Chinese, just in general.
Although the Chinese run concentration camps right now, so I don't know if we
Uh,
can, if that, I think it's still okay.
we're still laughing about things going in my butt, but
Yes.
now it's more about medication.
Yes. Yes. More about medication and less about what can fit.
Less about, but not 100% less about.
But I mean, it just what, and also
Snapple bottle.
a whole one?
No, no. Jagged half. The
Oh,
long way.
oh my God.
Now,
Yeah. No, I was just bringing all this up because again, I think it's these lyrics are awful and these songs are terrible, but at the same time, it's funny when someone of an older generation is like, things were better back in the 50s and 60s. They were so much more pure and gentle. It's like every song was about fucking a teenage girl. And every dude singing it was 58.
give me one more. Let's go back to home.
Okay. Gary Puckett and the Union Gap,
Okay.
1968. Song called Young Girl.
I know this song.
Young girl, get out of my mind.
In my mind.
My love
My
for
love for
you is way out of line.
line.
Better run, girl. You're much too young, girl.
young girl. Yeah. So a couple
To
of things
be
with
fair, she lied, is what my wife wrote down in her notes. You led me believe you're old enough, is one of the lines.
I can remember because I was raised on classic kind of almost Southern rock. I can remember singing that at the top of my lungs at like 11
Yeah.
in my old man's Ranchero, just going down to the Buick, whatever the fuck we had at the time. You're much too young, girl.
Because these
What
songs
the
were so
fuck?
pretty and catchy, and you just didn't even realize. But let's give you one more.
Okay.
From wholesome, probably the king of wholesome music, Neil Sedaka.
I remember the name, but for no other reason. Okay.
Right, because he's old.
Okay.
Neil Sedaka from 1960. He was 24 years old when he was singing this song. And the song is called Happy Birthday, Sweet 16.
I'm guessing it's not cute.
Tonight's the night I've waited for.
Oh, damn it.
Because you're not a baby anymore.
Mm.
You've turned into the prettiest girl I've ever seen. Happy birthday, Sweet 16. What the fuck?
But
sorry. Crunk Kringle got whiskey drunk and started screaming about things.
wait. Just from those lyrics, could it be possible
No.
that this was just a loving older adult in the family who, on her 16th birthday, possibly a quinceañera, not 17, so you understand, 15. But
Okay.
he's just like, you're becoming a woman, and now I think you're beautiful. Is it possible that that's a thing?
Okay. I'm going to say no to that, but here's the other possibility. And here's the more realistic. I'm
I don't
throwing my
know why
notebook.
I'm not.
I threw
I'm
my
not even
notebook.
sure why I'm looking for a.
No,
I'm
no.
just curious.
All right. Here's the most realistic possibility, and I can put it in my own perspective, from my own point of view. Okay. This is an older relative who likes to drink. And now this girl has gotten her license and can be his designated driver when he needs to leave the bar. Maybe with the benefit of the doubt, that is because I don't even like to admit it, but there was one time when we walked out. We were at a friend's house and we walked out and Willow looked at me and went, "Why don't you give me the keys?" And I went, "I could probably do it, but since you're with me, absolutely. Why don't you drive?"
Sure.
Let's be wise. So maybe, just maybe it's that.
I don't know why I'm looking for outs here, but I'm not really looking for outs. I'm looking for like, is there a way to make things like this not horrible?
No,
Or were they always completely horrible?
they were always completely horrible. The
Okay.
past was awful. We treated women like shit. We started men would start grooming women in their teens because women were told that you if you don't try to catch a man right out of high school, you'll never be worth anything, to paraphrase a Chad Daniels bit, which is on his great album Dad Chaniels, so check it out. Comical weed, Chad Daniels. Whiskey drunk Crunk Kringle is just getting onto his fucking soapbox. Man, this is why we don't allow me to be sober for a week, because I start hitting it hard when I can do it again. What'd you learn?
What did I learn? I learned that I don't know, man. The whole thing just got me just getting itchy inside, and I think you know what it was. It's because, I mean, because this is gonna sound weird. You sent me a picture of Willow before she went to prom,
Yeah.
and I said she looks beautiful. I hope she has a nice time.
But you're her uncle.
Yeah, I know.
You can say, "Hey, she looks beautiful," without being like, tonight's the night.
Oh God, dear God, no. I am amazed that she didn't have to talk to the police, but for just interesting reasons like me and you driving down the street at 75 miles an hour, head out the sunroof screaming, "Come get me, come get me."
Yeah.
But she's probably smarter than that.
She
No,
is.
I just realizing that everything's terrible. Everything's terrible.
Not everything's terrible. Just songs from the 50s and 60s.
You come off like a dream, your peaches and cream, your lips like strawberry wine. You're 16. You're beautiful.
You're beautiful. And you're
mine.
my.
But in my head, I always pictured that like being like for like a young boy for singing to a young girl, but no.
No, it's
that's
all
just
because it
my
was all
stupid-
sang by adult men. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I was 18. I met a girl. She was beautiful. She was red haired. She was like, super cool. She loved Army of Darkness. She loved, and we were hanging out at a bonfire because that's what you do when you're hillbilly kids. We went to a friend's farm. They had a bonfire. We hung out. We had a great time. Like we sneered at everyone around us. We quoted Shakespeare at each other. We were like just clicking. And then she gave me her phone number. I was like, "Hey, let me come pick you up on this night. I'm not working this night. I'll come pick you up. We'll go grab some fast food and then go do something, whatever." She's like, "That sounds awesome." I go pick her up. Again, I'm 18. We go out and we're just hanging out. We're sitting on the hood of my car, eating fast food out of the lake, just listening to music, having a good time. And I was like, "So, what college are you going to?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm 16." And I went, oh, you're great and cool, but you need to get in the car because I have to take you back to your parents' house because I'm 18 years old and you're 16. And yes, that's only 2 years. And quite honestly, a year ago, if I was 17 and you were 15, and I was like, hey, do you want to go to prom? Everyone would have lost their goddamn minds. Be like, oh, my little 15-year-old got to go to prom. But I'm 18 and you're 16, and this is not appropriate.
And when I was 17, my girlfriend was 21. And that's how you know I'm a redneck.
When I was 16, I dated a 20-year-old. She didn't realize I was only 16. And we're friends on Facebook. And here's the worst part. She looks exactly the same, and I look like this.
What did you learn?
I learned that sobriety is stupid and for the weak, and I will never do it again.
Thank God, because I think I learned that this episode makes me feel weird. I'm gonna go shower.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm not allowed in the shower inside, but Nicole will run the hose for me.
To get cleaner than I feel right now, I'm gonna rub myself with raw chicken. That's kind of where I'm at.
Well, record it and we can put that on the Patreon.
Find us on our Patreon. We don't have one. However, Zig and Larry ignore topic. We have a YouTube channel. You can see this. The new episodes drop every Wednesday at 5:30 Central Standard Time. And typically Mondays at mornings is the podcast. Hit us up at zigandlarryignore.topic.com. We don't have that yet. Zig and Larry Ignore Topic on our YouTube channel. Zig and Larry Ignore Topic at Gmail. I have responded to everyone so far, with the exception of that guy Todd.
Oh God, fuck Todd.
The dick pics are cute, but not my thing.
Well, what I appreciate is he does like little hats and bow ties.
There was
like,
a little sprig of basil in the tip, like he put it right in there.
You know,
might have rooted.
Go for I appreciate the effort, but I don't appreciate the penis.
Guess what, buddy?
I love you.
I love you back. Wow.
Jesus Christ. What have I done?
Parts about hanging out with these guys. God damn it, son of a bitch, motherfuck.